morning. Myself, Dr. Shameem. I'm the consultant and group coordinator of emergency medicine. So what you're observing here is an external disaster mock drill which happened in collaboration with the VSSC. So we do conduct external disaster mock drills very frequently at KIMSHEALTH. And this is an kind of checking and our response time and how do we monitor a disaster. And this was the scenario today. There was a gas leak at VSS premises at around 7:30 a.m. and we got a call at around 7:55 a.m. And when the call came at 7:55 a.m., immediately our ambulances and our doctors were released to the premises. And so there was a quick field triage was done, and they had been grouped into different categories according to their critical conditions. So they have been grouped into red, yellow and green. So we were expected 13 victims and 12 victims had arrived to KIMSHEALTH. And we again did a start to triage at our triage premises, and from there the victims had been moved to different categories. There were 5 victims which has been categorized as more critical conditions, and so they have been grouped into red category. The other 2 were less critical, so they have been moved to the yellow. And there were 4 ambulatory patients where they have been grouped into green. And once when we got an alert, there was an external disaster alert message was paged at KIMSHEALTH, and there was an ERCC call tree was activated at KIMSHEALTH. And different other areas also were active today, like a manpower pool where the manpower was supplied to different areas. We had a MERC, that is a medical emergency response center. So they are the people who complete the external disaster. And we had a few other areas like an outflow holding area, and there was a green area. So all those areas were functioning today. So we expected around 13 victims and 12 victims were transferred, and we had quite successfully managed these 12 victims. So we wanted to check the response time of our various departments, various doctors, various areas, and we had shifted them to different areas. Now immediately we had invited few observers for this event. So we had Dr. Raman Srivastava and the VSSC officials like their group safety head, their safety head, and few others also had come in. And when they had come in, they had observed our external disaster, and we had immediately had a debriefing session. So the debriefing session was because we had kept monitors in different areas, and all these areas the monitors were actually monitored the event, and they had told the positive points and negative points. So we do frequently this type of drills to improve our response time, to improve our external disaster management plan, to improve our external disaster coordination plan. So I sincerely thank our beloved CMD, Dr. M. Sahadulla sir, because who is always a part of an external disaster, who always monitor us to do such activities. I also thank Dr. Zuhara madam and all other administration and all other officials of KIMSHEALTH for quite successfully conducting this external disaster mock drill. I also thank VSSC team because they had the team who had collaborated with us during this external disaster mock drill, and I thank them also. So definitely we do conduct more of this exercise, the external disaster mock drills and the internal disaster mock drills, to improve our performance, to improve our response time and the coordination time. Thank you.